All right, Shalom, Maki. First and foremost, I'm going to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakah, Kodash. I'd like to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Green Millstone. Shalom to the elect that teaches word in all true faith and sincerity. And yeah, today I just want to title this lesson, A Blueprint to Rulership, or a blueprint for rulership, you know, which is the scriptures, man. Which, if you have the true understanding of the scriptures, if you understand it, that's wisdom, man. So the blueprint for rulership is pretty much wisdom, man. You know. So before I get anything, I want to get this word blueprint so we can get a feel for the word blueprint. And this is blueprint in the regular Google definition of dictionary.com. And to get straight to the point, the third definition, it says a detailed outline or a plan of action. And yeah, in the scriptures, is pretty much a detailed outline on how to rule, because we have the laws, statutes, and commandments, man. That's the measuring stick, man. You know, if you go off on this, you're going off on that. That's the measuring stick, is the law, statutes, commandments. So it's a detailed outline, because how about Shema Shai is perfect. The Lord have certain laws to just to deal with the Lord Himself. Then it's certain laws to deal with our neighbors, man. You know, such as you don't supposed to have another power for you, man. You supposed to Salakia. Don't make no graven images or worship no idols. See, that's a law dealing with the Most High, Yahweh Shema Shai. But then there's also certain laws for you to deal with your neighbor, man. Such as you don't supposed to covet your neighbor's things. It's certain it was certain laws if somebody was accidentally killed. That's why they had the cities of refuge. And I see, and that's why the Bible, the scriptures is on point, man, because it pretty much covers all things, man. Even how people, that cringy topic, so-called cringe topic, the rape doctrine, which the scriptures, you know, lets you know how to deal with those things. If she was espoused to another man, put and she didn't scream out, put both on to death. If she was espoused to a man, and she did scream out, just put the man to death. If she wasn't espoused to the man, whether she screamed or not, you got to pay the father 50 shekels of silver, and you can't put that woman away, man. You know. So let's start off with this right here. Let's see. Second Esdras. Is it second Esdras? Bear with me. I think it's Wisdom of Solomon or Ecclesiastes. Let's see. Ecclesiastes. Bear with me. Okay, so it's Wisdom of Solomon then. This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 6. And matter of fact, let's see. Okay, I start up a little bit. I start up. This was Solomon chapter 6. And yeah, this whole chapter some here. Okay, I'm gonna jump down to verse 15. It said, to think therefore upon her is perfection of wisdom, and whoso watcheth for her shall quickly be without care. For she goeth about seeking such as are worthy of her, showing herself favorably unto them in the ways, and meeteth them in every thought. See, because wisdom is nothing, is she's is pretty much, is because this is a wisdom is used in a feminine sense. This is known as a woman, that virtuous woman. That's wisdom. And guess what? She's very picky, man. Because you gotta understand, a woman just not gonna go for anything. If a woman, this virtuous woman, see, wisdom knows her worth, man. That's why I said she's seeking that are worthy of her, because wisdom is pretty much that. Hey, it said that's the breath of the Most High, man. You know, pretty much. That's the breath of the Most High, man. Wisdom is a highly esteemed commodity, man. If you have that king mindset, you know, it says, for the very true beginning of her is desire of discipline, and the care of discipline is love. Yeah, because wisdom it bringeth discipline as well. That's why I say she meeteth them in every thought, because wisdom is matter of fact. Let's get that in this is Wisdom of Solomon chapter 8 and verse 5. It said, if riches be a possession to be desired in this life, what is richer than wisdom that worketh all things? And if prudence work, who of all that are is more a cunning workman than she? See, it says it. And if a man love righteousness, her labors are virtues, for she teacheth temperance and prudence, justice and fortitude, which are such things as men can have nothing more profitable in their life. See, and that's wisdom, man. Because now uh, every day you have to apply wisdom. Every step you take, every move you make, you have to apply wisdom, man. And you can't have nothing more profitable in your life, because that it is a more cunning workman than all things, man. You know. So let's go back to Wisdom Solomon 6 and in verse 18. It says, a love is keeping of her laws, and the giving heed unto her laws is the assurance of incorruption. See, because the law, statutes, commandments is assurance of incorruption. See, when that's why when we had law, statutes, and commandments put in us, when that new covenant is fully established, we'll never go out. We'll never be corrupted, man, because the laws is perfect. It was set up for us to live forever. You don't eat pork, and even to the you want to call it the simpler laws, or the lighter laws, such as wearing mixed fabrics. Hey, man, that's uh you get rashes, and all that wearing those mixed fabrics. Your body overheat, you know. So having these laws, statutes, and commandments within us, that's going to be an assurance of incorruption, and that's why we're gonna be kings and priests of the earth, because we're gonna already it's gonna be already programmed in us of what's right and what's wrong. We're gonna already be programmed uh just to do straight righteousness, man. It says, and incorruption maketh us near unto the Most High. See, it said, therefore, the desire of wisdom bringeth to a king. And this the point right here. This the feature scripture right here. It said the desire of wisdom bringeth to a king, because you have to have wisdom to rule. Like now we see Esau Edom is falling out of power, because number one, we see it because his wisdom is vanishing. And I'm finna get that in Obadiah. I believe that's the book of Obadiah. Let's see. This is Obadiah. Let's see. Bear with me. I'm gonna get in Jeremiah 2. This is Obadiah 1 and 8. It says, shall I not in that day, says the Lord, even destroy the wise man out of Edom, and understanding out the mount of Esau? And thy mighty man, O Teman, shall be dismayed, to the end that every one of the mount of Esau may be caught off by slaughter. See, the process. The Lord is destroying the wisdom out of Edom, and then says then he's going to cut the mount of Esau off. because that's the top mountain right now in this world. It's Esau Edom because he's the one that's on top. He's the one that's ruling right now. But as you can see, we see this guy is falling because his wisdom is perishing. Matter of fact, let's get that in Jeremiah, which it says the same thing. But hey, let's get it, man. Jeremiah 49 and in verse 7. It says concerning Edom, thus saith the Lord of hosts. See, so this is concerning those E's, man. It said, is wisdom no more in Teman? Is counsel perished from the prudent? Is their wisdom vanished? See, and that's the beginning stages of their downfall. See, just how we will the beginning stages of us coming into power is us getting this knowledge and understanding, man. That's why I said for the kingdom of heaven is likened unto this. It said the kingdom of heaven is in you. That's why Lord Yahweh Shai said, why? Because this knowledge this is the base of it. This is the blueprint, man. How you gonna rule, but you don't know how to judge, man. You don't know uh the measurement stick of what to go back to, man. You know. So let's see. Let's go back to Wisdom of Solomon, the 6th chapter, and the 20th verse again. It says this Wisdom of Solomon 6 and 20. It says, therefore the desire of wisdom bringeth to a kingdom. If your delight be then in thrones and scepters, O ye kings of the people, honor wisdom that ye may reign forevermore. See? So you have to honor wisdom so you can reign forevermore. If it says your delight be then in thrones and scepters, you have to honor wisdom. You gotta have wisdom to even be on a throne and have scepters, man. You know? So you have to honor wisdom to have that ruling mindset. You got to have a ruling mentality because hey man, matter of fact, let's see if I can find that. Bear with me. Bear with me. I can see if I can find that real quick. See if I can find this real quick. Bear with me. I think that's in Daniels. Let's see. Bear with me. Let's see. See, bear with me. Again, bear with me. Let's see. 1 in 20 days. I'm trying to find what Archangel Michael was working on the mind of Cyrus. I think that's Cyrus. Bear with me, Akim. See. Well, pretty much, the Archangel Michael, pretty much had to work on the mind of Cyrus. Matter of fact, let me see if I can find that. Let me just type it up on Google. Might as well get it now because he had a strong mind, man. The Lord, he gives those kings. Matter of fact, before I get that, let's go ahead and get this real quick in Daniel's 2 and 21. Daniel's 2, I start at verse 20. It says, Daniel answered and said, Blessed be the name of the Most High forever and ever, for wisdom and might are his. See, is Yahweh Shemel Shai, the one that's dishing out the wisdom and the might, the wisdom and the might, and the power, pretty much. It said, and he changed the times and the seasons, and he removed kings instead of up kings. He giveth wisdom unto the wise, and knowledge to them that know understanding. See, so it lets you know wisdom and power goes hand in hand, man. He said he removed kings and set up kings, so that's why he get one nation and he give him a king, and then they have power, and guess what? It transfer pretty much. You know, power is just transfer, and the wisdom also. See, we because we getting the wisdom on the right hand side. You know, we you know through the out of this captivity, out of Esau Edom, we know about this wickedness, but it's going to be a point where we're going to be programmed to know straight righteousness, man. But we're going to be as guys knowing good and evil. See, the serpent didn't lie about that. That's why we're going to be perfect judges, because we're going to know both good and evil, man. That's that wisdom, man. you know so let me see if I can find this real quick. Bear with me. Let the internet have gone out. Damn. I think that's in Daniel 10. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, yeah, this is Daniel's chapter 10. And Isaac gets us straight to the point. It says, verse 13, but the prince of the kingdom of Persia withstood me 1 and 20 days, but lo, Michael, one of the chief princes, came to help me, and I remained there with the kings of Persia. And yeah, because he had a strong mind. So Michael, the archangel, had to come and deal with his mind for 21 days, 3 weeks, pretty much. You know, because he had a strong mind. When you have a strong mind, you have wisdom, man. You know. Let's see if I get one more scripture. Let's see. Bear with me. Let's see. Where is that? 7-9. Hold on, bear with me. Slakia. Okay, Kai. This is Revelations chapter 5 and in verse 6, it said, and I beheld, and lo, in the midst of the throne and of the four beasts, and in the midst of the elders, stood a lamb as it had been slain, having 7 horns and 7 eyes, which are the seven spirits of the Most High, sent forth into all the earth. And that's talking about Yahweh Shai. Says 7 horns and 7 eyes, meaning what? He had complete power and complete wisdom, man. The scripture say he had all power is given unto me. You gotta understand, wisdom and power goes hand in hand, man. Because what I just read earlier, wisdom is work of all things. Because you have wisdom, you can run circles around people. And the Lord said, you ask for wisdom, I will give. Matter of fact, we'll end it off on that. We'll end it off on that, because you gotta have wisdom to be a ruler. It ain't all about having 1,000 women and palaces, man. The truth, hey, this truth is way deeper than that, man. See, that's on a corner aspect. That's just scratching the surface, pretty much. You know, because hey, man, when we get with the Lord, man, gonna be on something totally different. You know, even though we're gonna have to repopulate, because that's part of the days of Noah. You know, but hey, man, we're gonna be on some other things, man. You know, so this is okay, kind. This is First Kings 3. And I just get to the point in verse 9. It said, give therefore thy servant an understanding heart to judge thy people, that I may discern between good and bad. For who is able to judge this, that so great a people? See? And that's talking about wisdom, because you got to have wisdom to rule, man. It said, and the speech pleased the Lord, that Solomon had asked this thing. And the Most High said unto him, because thou hast asked this thing, and hast not asked for thyself long life, neither has asked for as riches for thyself, nor has asked the life of thine enemies, but thou hast asked for thyself understanding to discern judgment. And guess what? Because long life, riches, and the life of your enemies, guess what? With wisdom, you will be able to get all that, you know? And there's other things that is pleasing than riches, and you know what I mean, women. Yeah, I mean, we just in his flesh, man. You know, it says, behold, I have done according to thy works. Lo, I have given thee a wise and understanding heart, so there is none like thee before thee, neither after thee shall rise like unto thee. And that lets you know that's talking about Yahweh Shai, man. Because that lets you, if that wasn't talking about Yahweh Shai, the Lord, Yahweh Shai said, there's one greater than Solomon is here, man. So it lets you know he was coming back perfect, man. He's not going to even deal with women. You know, he was he kept all the laws, statutes, and commandments, man. Verse 13 says, and I have also given thee that which thou hast not asked, both riches and honor, so that there shall not be any among the kings like unto thee all thy days. And guess what? We're gonna be like that, you know. We're gonna be like, cause hey, because we have that wisdom, man. The Lord is gonna give us that wisdom, man. You know. And of course we're gonna be studying. We're gonna have riches and everything like that. But guess what? That mind, though, man. What you got in your thought? What you thinking about? You know. But the point is, you know, we have to have wisdom to be kings and priests upon the earth, man. That's the only way we're gonna be able to rule. You know. So yeah, Akim, I just hope that we edify. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Kakwadash. Double honors to the apostles, the elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to the elected teachers, word on truth and sincerity. DTA, Bod Babal.